Hello, everyone, the Fusion community. 4 hours ago, the voluntary participants program has been ended. 1 hour ago, the exchanged Fusion token has been distributed to the voluntary participants, and overcapped Ethereum has also been refunded. Here, on behalf of Fusion Foundation, I would like to give my greatest appreciation for your joining the voluntary participants program. Your participation is extremely important for the realization of the great vision of the Fusion project. During the past 2 years, I have never stopped thinking about how blockchain could serve finance and rebuild the Internet of Values. This is the reason I devote myself to create Fusion. Fusion is a public blockchain aiming at making itself an inclusive crypto finance platform for the era of the Internet of Values. Although the Internet of Values has been proposed for years, only payment and crowdfunding got the attention. The reason that there is so few applications in finance is that although there are already more thousands of tokens today, they can hardly interact with each other. Fusion uses the distributed control rights management to map their tokens to the Fusion blockchain and use calling list mechanism to realize the complete financial functionalities. We know that the crypto finance should help as many people as possible. It should be inclusive, which means Fusion needs a huge community. In blockchain, the community is everything. So we embrace the community wholeheartedly. We emerged in blockchain industry and gradually find that the way of thinking is totally different from the traditional world. We find it a 5D, 5I thinking logic. Let me explain it to you. The 5D is distributed, disintermediate, decentralized, democratic, and disappeared. It's very easy to understand the features such as distributed, disintermediate, decentralized, and democratic, but what disappeared means that here. The blockchain emphasizes not only private wealth protection, but also private data protection. By the two protection, people can enjoy all the services without handing out their wealth or disclosing their data to a third party. They're just a disappeared individual like Satoshi Nakamoto. 5I represents inclusive, individual, independent, intelligent, and innovative. Since a public chain can be used by anyone, it is inclusive. As many people as possible to work as individuals in communities, the individual will be more and more important, which also means that these individuals need to be independent. Because the society as a mechanism can be programmable, the society will become more intelligent, and there will be more and more innovations, not only in the manufacturing procedures, but also in the ways of collaboration of people. In our understanding, the Fusion community is the core of the whole Fusion project. We have already launched the 3 community programs. The first one is Selected Participants Program. The second one is Community Partners Program. The third one is Voluntary Participants Program. For the Selected Participants Program, we selected more than 50 participants who can greatly contribute to the project. They are professors, engineers, institution investors, key opinion leaders, financial experts, and the blockchain researchers. Fusion keeps them in close contact and makes them one of the most important resources for the realization of the Fusion vision. For the Community Partner Program, we have received incredible attention from 139 different countries, and there are 14,635 community registered partners from 118 different countries. We created a Voluntary Participants Program to distribute the Fusion token to make the project more distributed. In order to avoid gas war, we created a very interesting mechanism for fusion for the token distribution. We used only 323 lines of smart contract code running on top of Ethereum without any servers and security issues. We can say you have created a miracle in human history. Fusion uses 20,480,000 Fusion token to exchange 50,233 Ethereum by an exchange rate at 400 Fusion token to 1 Ethereum. Fusion has a 10 days window for voluntary participants to transfer their Ethereum to the Fusion smart contract for voluntary token sale. With creative VPP mechanism, anyone can get their proportion of Fusion. In this way, we realize the dream of distributing tokens globally in a fair way. In the traditional finance, we can see the exchange. They use a big number of staff to keep a complex and expensive system, but most of their system can only support a small number of people in only one country. The VPP token sale mechanism has greatly improved the efficiency, fairness, openness, inclusiveness, distributiveness, and reduced the risk and entry barriers of token or digital asset distribution. And for the first time, human beings, without the limitation of geography, have the most transparent and open way to distribute values. In 10 days, a total of 126,874 Ethereum has committed in the VPP smart contract, which makes Fusion project list in the top 10 crowd-selling in history. I'm really proud of you. Moreover, there are 7,343 different addresses, and they have made 12,166 transactions. The total amount of Ethereum sent into the smart contract reflects the faith people put in Fusion. All the members of the Fusion community should be proud of it. However, the 3 programs just to begin. For selected participants, we will arrange closed-door conference in May. And for the community partner, we will fund them to join a variety of community activities. For the voluntary participants, we will encourage them to contribute whatever they can to the project. I'm also very excited to announce here, more new programs are coming. Currently, the top task for the foundation is to finish our technology design and launch mainnet. We welcome the community to devote to the great vision of the Fusion project. Today is only a start of the long journey to change the world. I believe with all of your help, we can overcome any difficulties ahead of us. Just like the one of the Chinese greatest scholar, Wang Guowei, he has said, for those people who have achieved great careers, have to endure 3 stages. Stage 1, 昨夜西分凋碧树，独上高楼，望尽天涯路。Stage 2, 衣带渐宽终不悔，为伊消得人憔悴。Stage 3, 众里寻他千百度，蓦然回首，那人却在灯火阑珊处。When we first had the idea of the crypto finance, we don't know what it is. We do many researches and brainstormings. We find that in the era of the internet values, there must be crypto finance that helps people safeguard their wealth, efficiently manage their values, and make their life much better, which is why we work so hard to figure out what it should be. The crypto finance is so amazing. We believe together we will make it happen. Again, I would like to thank you all for your joining the program. And with the power of community, we will make a much better world for human beings. Thank you again.